Hey there, it's Ben from Pattern Profits, bringing you the weekend update and weekly watch list for the week of November 22nd, Thanksgiving week. It is a holiday shortened week. We're going to start with IWO, our small cap growth proxy. We came in a little deeper than we like. 315.98, 319.20 were those levels we were looking to hold as support. They did not roll below that. We'll just have to see if there's continuation downside here into the volume shelf. You do have 50-65 cloud year to date, anchored VWAP off of the high, descending trend line all coming in this area if it comes in, or does holiday seasonality kick in and we make the turn back above those pivots? If we look at FFTY not in nearly as bad shape. Little consolidation here, giving a handle to this kind of cup pattern setup. And then we take a look at PDP. When we look at PDP, same thing, not too bad up here, up high, 10-20 cloud acting as support. Kind of a little triangle pattern up there too. So not looking nearly as bad as IWO. Moving into the watch list, keep an eye on energy. Quite a few of these names look similar, just below or at pivot with the 50 MA catching up. So you've got 50-65 cloud just below that pivot, looking for the reclaim there. That's DEN. Similar look to FANG, Diamondback Energy, pivot 102.53, 50 MA cloud portion right there too. Does that hold, and is it able to make the turn? Also have Matador, same type of setup. This one a little bit further above pivot, 50 MA cloud right there. Is it going to be able to make the turn here, or does it come in further, test pivot, maybe 65 portion of MA cloud? We'll just have to keep an eye on them and see how they act. Speaking of testing the 50, right here, AEHR, this is a power earnings gap right here. This is power earnings gap anchored VWAP right there. Lines up nicely with the 50 MA cloud. We'll see if we get a test of that level. So that one's on my radar. I also have in the metals group, CMC, keeping an eye on. Cup added a little handle last week. Had a good day on Friday. Like this volume coming up the side here. Standard pivot 35.79, looking for the breakout there. NXPI, another one keeping an eye on. Standard pivot there, 227.50, a little deep in this cup. Got a handle here, and just looking to see if it can come out of that pattern. If we bring the volume by price over, we'll see. Just below there, that area kind of held as support there within the handle. Now it's coming back up the right side, reclaim the 10-20 cloud. Now just have to see if it can reclaim 227.50 standard pivot. While we're on this group, there's quite a few of them setting up. AOSL, a much larger cup pattern here, adding a handle, got an inside day there at 10 MA cloud to work with as well. So see if that one can come out and push through. I also have SGH in the group. That's another one. Has pulled back right below standard pivot 58.39. You're just below there at 58.07, 10-20 cloud there. So adding kind of a high handle look to this cup base. Have to see as well. This is power earnings gap here and power earnings gap here. So see if that level can hold. Also have MCHP. Same group. Semis have been good. This one's little inverse head and shoulders. Look to it a little bit sloppy, but you've got a standard pivot that it just came below. 83.33, the pivot trading 82.68. So you've added a handle to this pattern. Volume easing up in the handle. MCHP right at 10-20 cloud 2 might be worth keeping an eye on. Another large base, Tenable 10B. This kind of cup pattern added a little handle here. 56.84 the standard pivot there, as this is starting to make the turn above the descending trend line there with that handle formation. Couple more. Align. This one seems to find its way onto the radar every few months. Little deep in the cup of forming a handle here, volume easing in the handle, 713.33, the standard pivot above. Then you have the all-time high above that, 737.45. 1020 cloud, you're right within it, 50.65 just below. So just need to see if it can make the turn and push through there. One more is going to be Sentinel 1S. You've got a 70.67 standard pivot kind of hidden in there. You're right at 1020 cloud. The prior high 73.47. Just want to see if that can hold this level, make the turn, come out of there, or maybe get an inside day here, goes sideways and then makes the turn. But S is worth keeping on your radar. That's all I have into the week ahead. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you on FinTwit.